Well, Smallville season 9 we're done. It's crazy. Smallville. I've really enjoyed this season reviews I've been doing, and I'm sorry about my dogs going off right now. There we go. They stopped. It's been really great reviewing this show. Okay, they're done. Because I really enjoyed just revisiting Smallville. Actually, let me move the camera real quick. There we go. Yeah, it's been really great reviewing Smallville the seasons. Just really getting into the meat and worms of this show. Because, I've seen this show bits and pieces before. It's a really good show. But I never really kind of went through it like this. And I think that's been so telling of how much this show influenced other Superman products I love later on. And how good this show is. And it's kind of sad that by the end of this month, at the time of recording this, I'm going to start watching the final season. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to have to move on to Superman and Lois. But this show is fantastic. Now let's start with season 9. Season 9 is a big season. First of all, it follows up the end of last season. Superman Clark is in the black suit most of the season. And this is what I really don't like. I really don't like that this show tried to tackle Zod and Death of Superman storyline. Because, yes, these are iconic storylines from the comics. But it doesn't make any sense because the idea of the show was Clark before he was Superman. And his journey to become Superman. And so it feels very weird to be doing that. And so this, I think by the time they started doing this in the show, it was kind of a sign that the show needed to end because you were taking storylines from this show and you were from adapting the comics that you should not be adapting whatsoever. And so, yeah, we're having Clark do these things, but this should not happen at this point in the show because he's not Superman yet. If this show wanted to continue on and him be Superman and then do the Death of Superman stuff, right? Maybe. But we're not doing that. So I don't really like that. But it is a big season for a few things. We see Clark and Lois finally kind of become a couple, working team within this. There's some, there's some back and forth with that, just like most of the relationship with drama in the show. But it is the thing that happens in the season. So I thought that was cool. You get that big hour-and-a-half episode about Dr. Fate and all that stuff. That was really cool. Great stuff. So it is just a really, really good season of this show. I don't really have any major complaints or any episodes that I thought were particularly bad. I thought most of them worked pretty good. I just think this was just a season that I think my biggest issue is you're adapting storylines from the comics. That, shouldn't be adapted the way they're doing it, and it was just a sign the show needed to end. So I was enjoying the show. I was definitely feeling the momentum and fun of the show kind of die off a little bit. And it's also like so many things have been out of the season for so long, like Lex and certain characters, that I've started to miss them. I'm starting to feel sad that they're not around in the seasons anymore. And so it was just kind of like, oh, what made this show special is changed and grown up a little bit. But, yeah, I think this is a really good season. And I'm excited to start season 10. I'm going to kind of when I'm done watching Yellowstone season 4, I'm going to immediately dive into Smallville season 10. And then I'll probably do Superman and Lois right after. Something like that. Let me know your thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.